This is the key. Again, this is why I'm here, right? Is that you sit and you look in your circle, and everyone says that you have to surround yourself by successful people in order to be successful. But sometimes you're in a situation where you look around and there's just no successful people where you are. Like, there's none there. Like, you're the only one striving, like, daily to get there. And so for me, I had to turn to YouTube. I had to turn to the books and the authors, because even if it's not, if you don't have an entrepreneur that you can call, if you don't have big money talk in your day-to-day life, there's big money books, there's big money podcasts. And so I had to learn to surround myself with folks who were talking like this. And then I also had to realize that for a lot of it, we have been taught that money is like, disgusting, right? Like they think they're all that because they have money. Money isn't everything. Money doesn't buy you happiness. Like, and I don't know if it's a cultural thing, because I don't think they're talking like this in those other households, right? But don't think you're special because you have money. Don't, be okay in your Camry. And nothing against Camrys. It's just a statement that I made once, that I was comfortable in a Camry. And the truth be told, I'm not going to be comfortable until I get my electric Porsche in August, right? Like, you don't have to settle because you have been taught that having luxury is not for you. Like, I look up and I'm checking for Piedmont every day because they don't deserve it more than me. We in Piedmont next, right?
Or if you do have, like, okay, I'm in a position that I can put people in, right? I strive to be around dope ass people. She's smarter than me. The shit she's done for this podcast, I didn't do. I didn't do a bunch of shit. I might have designed some shit, you know what I mean? But the schematics, the backbone, let me tell you something. She's my backbone. And that's what I love about our business relationship. Because when I selected her, I knew that I was going to I gave her an open key. I was like, here.
Do something with the space.
This space right here cost me, you don't know what this shit cost me, $3,000 a month. $3,000 a month, no matter what the fuck I do in here. I could play ping pong in here if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I make enough money to pay for the shit. I didn't tell her, pay for the shit. I said, babe, create the space so we can live a better life. Don't worry about what it costs. And when somebody gives you that, they give you a blessing. Somebody gave me a blessing.
Yeah.
My big brother, Lucky, gave me a blessing. He gave me my first barbershop. And when people give you a blessing, you give it back.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So when you do that, like this brother right here with the earrings, he came in my restaurant 2 days ago, and we gravitated towards each other. And we talked about shit, and we was like, and I made it a point, and then he pops up today. I was so excited inside because I just saw him the other day, and we talked about some cool shit, right? And I guarantee you we're going to do some business together because it's coming. He's looking at me, I'm looking at him, fuck you doing? What fuck you doing? And I'm like, nigga.
And that's how you got to start looking at your friends, though, for real.
And he's different.
That's how it starts.
I know he's different. He's a diamond. He has something. I knew she was different. I knew you're different. So when I knew he was different at 5 years ago. He just had to figure out his hustle. You know what I'm saying? And so, and some people are so smart, they need their own lane. You got to give it to them. Mm-hmm. My nephew needed his own lane. He's right there behind you with the dreads. He's one of the best barbers and business people. He's never laid on booth rent, but I had to give him his own shop. Here, run it. I'm out. Handle the business so we can pay the bills. So when you have people that are into giving, mm-hmm. and no matter what the cost is, right? I don't give a fuck if I lose. I lose. When my bank get below 100,000, I get all weird. And that's just the hustle in me. I get like, oh shit. You know, why? My mentor was like, nigga, what you tripping on? It's 100,000. Some people don't have 2,000. You know what I'm saying? So that's just who I am. When I met this young lady and I knew the energy that she can provide for me, she's going to get me into more doors that I can get into. Why not put my arm around her and be like, nigga, we about to go step.
We about to run it up.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what Elevated Conversations is about, running it up in all aspects of your life. Run it up.
But y'all
that was
here.
literally the text that you said. I said, this is what we about to do. You said, run it up. And I said, ran.
And sent me shit, sent me.
And here we are.
And sent me emails, and I was like.
And this is what we about to do on this day,
right.
this day, this day. It doesn't stop here. This is just, the podcast is literally just another aspect. We're doing puffing paint, sipping paints. We got a book signing going on. Yoga. She is incredible like that. I don't have to do shit except I go buy another space. Babe, check this out. And we're going to run that one too.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the energy that she provides. And not only that, we're going to grow to the community. We're going to reach out to brothers like him, to this brother right there, to this brother, and empower us. The point. My two brothers, my right hand is my engineer. My other little brother been with since he was 16. Engineer. My cameraman been with me. You know what I mean? These are people who I break bread with.
I'm glad you said that, because some folks broke bread with us today when we're talking about running this up. It wasn't a money play for neither one of us, right? Like we really just wanted to open the space to be able to get in the room with like-minded people, because if you have ideas, they grow when folks are around you, right? Like your ideas don't grow in the bedroom by yourself. And so I wanted to first curate that space. And so it wasn't a money grab, but I did launch a nonprofit, Ladies Loving and Living, that serves women post-incarceration, because I firsthand knew what it was like to come home and go to corporate, and corporate say, no, ma'am, I don't care what your resume looks like. I don't care that you're a pretty girl. You went to jail, and so we don't have nothing for you. And so part of this, and what you all have contributed to when you purchased the ticket and made a donation, is that we're creating entrepreneurial spaces for the women who come home from prison. And so that means a woman can come and say, I'm ready to start, I'm ready to get started, and we have the grant to either get them a vending machine, a charcuterie cart, an ice cream cart, a mobile detailing van, right? Like being able to equip them with small micro businesses, because there is no freedom like economic freedom. Like that's number one. Like we are out here fighting for freedom all day, but if you don't have no money in your pocket, your freedom is useless.
Can money buy love?
Who you asking?
Oh shit.
For sale.
Then I'm gonna buy hers then. I'm like, shit. If money can buy love, let me ask the women here. Can money buy love, young lady?
Not asking me.
Wait a minute, I ain't asking you.
I said not asking me.
I'm asking her. Can money buy love? Who said that? I love you. I got hella money. You know what I'm saying? At this point, where we at in our lives, come on, man. We a community.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's auntie back there.
and look, and thank you. Let me put it to you like this. Keep coming to Elevated Conversations podcast, because this ain't shit. What we talked about today, man, I'm about to break this shit down to the very last compound with opportunities.
Right, and we'll do one subject at a time, right? So we talked a little bit about everything today, but there'll be a real estate panel where we're only talking real estate plays. There'll be art. There'll be where we're only talking barbershop plays, only talking cannabis plays. I think we went way further than I intended to go today.
You satisfied?
I'm satisfied that the folks came out, supported, learned, and contributed. Like, my satisfaction is not coming from this conversation. My satisfaction is coming that this conversation was in front of folks, right? And that people were able to absorb it and hopefully take something home with them. If nothing else, my goal for this podcast is to inspire, because I literally had to go to YouTube for inspiration. And all day long, I'm listening to business podcasts. All day long, I'm learning how to best use ChatGPT, how to best launch a podcast, how to your RSS feed. I like my days. Shout out to Social Proof Podcast. They're not paying me for this, but hopefully you will one day. I am listening to Social Proof Podcast nonstop 24/7, because it's two individuals talking about how to get money all day. And I didn't have that in my friend group until now. So,
she's dope as a motherfucker, ain't she?
So that's what we're doing, and I appreciate.
When you around dope motherfuckers, you get excited. I do. I mean, just listen to her.
I'm telling you.
And I'm not even in cannabis. I don't give a damn about cannabis. But when you're around like-minded people like yourself, absorb it, meet her, introduce yourself if you don't know her. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise.
And just you'll get a lot further in life. If you're in a fucked up relationship, let me tell you the best thing that you can do. Make it better.
Oh. Damn, we was on 2 different pages. You said make it better. I said leave.
No. No, sometimes we got to stay together.
We got the therapist in the room. We're going to have to ask him which one he's
sometimes you got to make it better. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. Is there any more questions before we close this out?
Wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
I got one. So you guys have covered quite a few things, and I think the biggest thing that I'm hearing outside of consistency that's really important, but you need discipline.
Oh, facts.
Right? But when you're talking about being in a room with people with a lot of money, or when you're talking about being around people or trying to find those kinds of people, the lack of discipline will completely ruin the bag.
No.
When we're talking about having different businesses, what kind of habits are you all building? What things did you do to build that discipline? Because a person who doesn't know how to manage their money or doesn't know how to find somebody else to do something can completely ruin it, no matter how great or how much you believe in something. So you have the discipline to know to find somebody else. You know to flip the money that you're earning instead of just blowing it just on the shoe, like you said in the beginning when you first started. So when or what was the moment that you realized that discipline was a key for you, and then what happened right after that?
I think I'm going to take this one first because mine is probably a little more entertaining. Because it's from the perspective of a woman. And so that shift for me was honestly at the end of a relationship when I realized chin up, chest out. That you have to carry your weight and nobody's coming to save you. And I was a very undisciplined person. I'm not even going to show up on time, right? Like, so I didn't have that. But I realized one day that nobody is coming to save me. This mortgage, these bills, my daughter's going to college soon. It needs to get covered, and it's not cheap. My overhead just to live is $7,000 a month, and nobody's coming to do it for me. So that meant whether I liked it or not, I was finna get up and grind. And my grind, my friends know, I normally grind from 10 to 2, 4 in the morning. Like when the house is quiet, when nothing else is going, I sit down at the computer and I grind through the night. And on the times when I'm undisciplined, because I don't feel like it or because I've let something shift or because, the outside world, nothing gets done and no money is made. And so it becomes obvious. Like when you're disciplined, there's money coming in. And when you're not, there's no money. And so when you see that, for me, it was a no-brainer. Like, get up and get it done because nobody's coming to save you.
I listen to the rhythm. I come from music. And I listen to the heartbeat, and I listen to the actions, and I listen to how people look, you know what I'm saying, and how people feel, and it's a feeling. I can feel it by talking to everybody and being like, who I'm going to fuck with. I'm a scanner, not scammer, scanner.
Let's clear that up.
You know what I mean? I can scan the room and decide who the fuck I'm going to fuck with, and it's a rhythm. And when you're not on my rhythm, I don't play you the song. You got to be on my rhythm.
I be trying to rap too.
Yeah, she ain't got it. She on a whole different rhythm, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? Honestly, brother, it's like I came up with some 20 years ago, and it's called 7. And 7 means, listen to it. 7 means sane, evert, vision, extant, network. Sane, evert, vision, extant, network. And what that means is having a healthy, sound mind to turn inside or out, founded on the facts or the truth, to remain still in existence, to provide the proper channels of success. I built my own lane. I would advise you to do the same and follow it and listen to the rhythm, the heart, because that's what's going to get you over. I can make tons of money, millions of dollars. I can compete with the best of them. At the end of the day, it's about the rhythm. I want that rhythm. You know, when you a basketball player, you got that rhythm. When you know you boxing, you got that rhythm. When you know you grinding, you sacking that, you got that rhythm. It's a rhythm. It's like for us as black people, minorities, we are rhythm people. You know, that I'm that nigga. And I guarantee you won't nobody beat me at what the fuck I'm doing. And it's not about empowering people. It's about giving the opportunity for us to become better at being a great human.
It's about the opportunity.
I smack the fuck out of our kids. Because I got to teach these niggas. And if we don't teach them, I'm just giving you
now
facts.
We're giving out whoopings.
No, I mean, you got to, because that's a rhythm. An ass whooping is
It's
a rhythm.
rhythm.
That's a rhythm.
Denise, if you're watching.
No, it's a rhythm. And don't be scared. Let me tell you some real facts. These kids is out of control because we are allowing it to be.
Listen.
If we go back old school.
That's a good segue, because my daughter didn't get no whoopings, and I didn't do that right, and I learned my lesson.
But she ain't a bad kid.
I didn't do that right, and I learned my lesson. But this is a good segue, that, because you talked about your son, and I know we're wrapping it up, but I'm putting business in her hand. I've created an ice cream cart for her, because why did I get to 40? I'm about to be 40, but why did I get here before I started thinking entrepreneurial? I got up at 16 and got a job at the Olive Garden. And from there on, I've been chasing jobs. And that's what I believe we were taught. Go get this career, go get this job, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm putting business in her hand, because these kids is bad.
I'm blasting their ass. Hey, look, I'll give you one story, bro. When I was building my restaurant.
I don't think we can whoop kids on YouTube.
Nah, this is worse than an ass whooping. 4 young brothers came and tried to rob the car behind me. They was all ski masks, ready to go. I saw the strap. I come out my restaurant, 10:30. I'm strapped. They see me, I see them. Case closed. I shattered one. The other 3 got in the car and ran and speed down the street. The other one leg had a hole in it. He's screaming like a motherfucker. So instead of you gonna read it. The moral of the story is, right? I stripped him. I got that mad. I was like, he was like, "Oh gee, bud." I was like, "Nigga," I took his wallet out of his pocket. I was like, "Oh nigga, you stay in Richmond?" I said, "Oh nigga, you stay on Cutting?" "Oh nigga, I'm coming to your house, nigga." I called dispatch. Listen to the words that I'm saying. I called dispatch. That lets you know what I'm affiliated with. Dispatch came, picked his ass up. I said, "Nigga, by the time you get to Santa Rita, I'm going to have my little nephew tax your ass. So when you come to court on Monday, your eyeball going to be about this big." Go to court. His grandmama there, cousins there, everybody there. I said, "Yeah, I'm the one." You know what I'm saying? But your grandson was over there bipping. I said, "I'm in the court." The Wednesday after that, he was in my barbershop getting a haircut.
You got to whoop him. That was the point.
Nah, the simple fact, now he's going to be working, cleaning my barbershop. But it took a hole in his ass to really straighten his ass out. And let me tell you something. I care about us. And when you care, you got to do by any means necessary the rhythm. His gun that he had fell under my truck. He had an opportunity. I pulled out before he did. "Oh, you 5'0"? I'm a little bit better than 5'0".
I just be hanging out with the police on accident.
Well, hey. Hey, sometimes you got to know what you're dealing with.
No, facts.
And when you know what you're dealing with, you'll know how to treat it.
Facts.
I could have killed dude and wouldn't gave a fuck. They could have picked him up with a hole in his head. He dropped his gun. I had a right to do what I had to do. But, I care, bud. I hire these kids to do great. You know what I'm saying? Not just that story, but I expect us to do great. And I'll get off on somebody who don't do it. I'm just that type of dude. I care about us. I work my ass off. For you to come think you can do something? Well, check this out. I'd rather die trying. I'm 50 Cent. I'm the neighborhood 50 Cent, nigga. And ain't none of you niggas is
Talk
gonna
shit like him too.
Why not? I can.
You talk shit like him too.
Nigga, the Maybach outside. What you want to do?
I appreciate it.
I can pay for your shit
I
and take care of her little girl. But it's about doing it. It's about, look, bud, we care. When you got a nigga that care, do you care? You care? You care. You care, right? You care, brother?
do y'all.
You care? I know you care.
She cares.
I know my sweetheart. I know she care.
Yes, man.
My job is to protect her as a man.
That's my high society auntie.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we leave here for to this day. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? If you leave in this podcast, we created this. Her and I. My job is to protect her. She's the queen. I'm in the beehive, nigga. Who can I sting?
It's the beehive for me.
So you know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming
Yes.
to Elevated Conversation.
Elevated Conversations, the dopest podcast out of Oakland, the
Very
number
much
one
so.
podcast in NorCal. Hit the subscribe button, Elevated
subscribe button.
Conversations OAK. Follow us on Instagram, Elevated Conversations OAK. I am the Weed Lady, so if you need some weed shop, call theweedlady.com. And if you need some hot dogs, we're going to winkydink.com. There's a
Damn, could I get something better than just selling hot dogs? Damn, first I'm the nigga.
Listen.
Hey.
And if you need some graphics done, we're going to
Hey.
Marketing Kings. If you need a haircut, we
How
have
about this? If y'all want to change your life, don't fuck with me. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then there's that. So that's what we're doing. I hope everyone got something out of it.
Is there one last question before we get the fuck up out of here? Has y'all been satisfied? Got two questions. Yes, ma'am.
I see you have your hand in a lot of pots.
Yes, ma'am.
How many investments or how long would you say it took until you started knowing how to invest?
Right.
I'm still learning right now. I'm still learning. It don't stop. You know what I mean? And I take chances. You know what I'm saying? I took a chance on.
What has been your best, right? Like, 'cause when we speak investment,
She's been my best.
this is brand
investment
new. Listen,
this week.
this week, thank you. This week, my point, because I all day I know where this question is. Like, you're looking at where to start, what to do, how to do it, where should I throw your money? Because none of this is for free, right? And so, what has been sort of either how do you decide if that play is for you? How do you identify the plays? Or because what you don't want to do, because I did it for a long time, is just start throwing money at the plays thinking it's going to return. And that's how I have failed businesses and he doesn't. And so what's your criteria for the play, I guess is the question.
Oh, you got to understand what the play is. Understand it. Do your homework. I did my homework before I started doing hot dogs. My next door neighbor where I live, this big ass house where I'm at, my neighbor owned, you ever see all the Mexican carts that be at the baseball game? It'd be like hundreds of them, right? You go to the Paramount, it'd be 100 of them stacked together. My boy owns every one of them. He got 400 carts. And I was like, I need a nigga on my cart. So I bought one cart. One cart led to, am I right? This young man started with me with one cart. We then bought 8 carts, and then I started selling the carts to different counties, Sacramento, this, that, and it turned into something, but I didn't give up. Sometimes when you do an investment, you might not know everything about it, but do your homework. You know the hot dog, what's your favorite hot dog?
Casper's?
Casper's. Guess what's for sale?
Casper's.
Goddamn right. Guess who might buy Casper's? Niggas. Casper's facility is for sale in San Leandro, where they make it.
What Casper is it? Casper with a K or Casper with a C?
With a C.
Okay. Is that the
It's
original?
for sale in San Leandro, the building, for $2.4 million. Boom. I'm calling my boys all right. Hey, blood, I need 100,000. Hey, blood, I need 100,000. Hey, blood, I need 100,000. We in the makes right now. I own Casper's. What? I changed the game.
I love a good Casper story.
You know, I love Casper's. I grew up on Casper's. Do you know the one that's on MacArthur? You know the one that's on MacArthur with the parking lot? The land is for sale, 800,000. Anybody want to get down with me? Call me. You can become a partner with me. The land is for sale. So guess what I'm gonna do? They gonna fold. The LLC has already emerged, which means they about to try to sell it. So I'm gonna buy the land for $850,000. I'm gonna put Winky Dinky Dog on that motherfucker, cause that'll be the fourth Winky Dinky Dog, and it's got a parking lot. So guess what I'm gonna do at the parking lot? Put housing on it. Come on, blood. If we don't start acting or reacting on what we doing, and we can do it together. It's 20 people in here, right? Y'all can call this young lady, and y'all know her. I can say, look, I got a play right now. The development is $100,000. It's in East Oakland, right? It's enough for 4 lots. $100,000, we can get the joint. All I need is 10% of that to get the property, right? What's that? How much is that? Boom. If I got 20 people here to give me, some people don't have $5,000. Let's say $2,500. I'll give you 10% of the deed. I didn't tell you of the business, because it ain't no business on the motherfucker. The deed. And I say, don't call me for 3 years. Don't fuck with me. Don't say shit. But this is what I'm about to do with the property. It's enough space for 4 units. We sell 2 of the spaces for $500,000. The other 2 we keep. We wait for the developer to figure out what he gonna do with them 2, right?
And then
And if it's a high rise, let me go get all the permits for it, which costs us. There you go. So guess what? They build a 12-story high rise. Guess what we gonna own? The parking garage for all them motherfuckers to work on. $100,000 is turned to a $2 million investment. Here go your money every quarter.
And that's what it looks like.
This is what we can do, not next week. If y'all call her, and you see how I'm playing it? Call her. Because it's going to go through her nonprofit. Because the nonprofit is going to buy it. We're all going to be what they call trust funds. Mm-hmm. The trust is going to own it, and we'll become part of the trust.
The beneficiaries. Mm-hmm.
For $2,500, if you get back $10,000 a year, and I say, I'm going to guarantee you that, crackhead. And if you don't do it. I don't give a fuck who you got to give. You better pay attention to these Asians. You better pay attention to these Mexicans. What they doing, they buying property and putting in 20 people in the property. We get kicked out at 18. You on your own.
I'm telling you, she got to go.
Check this out. My son can stay with me forever at this little ass 2-bedroom we got. We own the 2-bedroom. Okay, son, you don't need to pay no rent, but go play ball. Do what you got to do. These are the things that we got to do now, right now. Yes, sir.
I got a question, and also, we lady, you know what I'm saying? I follow you on Instagram and everything.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And you do a lot of stuff for the community, too. You know, I appreciate some of the things that you've been doing for the community. I'm also in the cannabis industry as well, and you doing a lot of different things to also give back to the community. Like you, I know with your brand, you give like a lot of your proceeds to incarcerated women.
Well,
You know what
I'm going to clear that up.
incarcerated women.
A incarcerated woman.
What does that mean? One?
That means,
That's a whole bunch of niggas.
listen, you got to say one at a time.
Okay.
And until I'm saved, Proceeds go to support a formerly incarcerated woman. But nonetheless, I get what you're saying. There's the nonprofit. That's what we're talking about. That is to serve the women formerly incarcerated.
But what else? There's some other things that I heard you got going on with, like, helping with rehabilitation for women that's getting out.
Yep. So Ladies Loving and Living has 3 programs. The first program is to provide hygiene bags. I call them welcome home kits for the women when they come home, because I was blessed to have a friend, Angela. Shout out to Angela. Thank you. You have no idea what came from that. But you come home, you don't have nothing, and you have just sort of been stripped of everything. And the best thing that I could have received that day was a flat iron. A flat iron and a blow dryer, because I hadn't combed my hair in almost 5 years, and I had just forgot what it looked like for real. And so I want to be able to give that to the women when they come home, to be able to restore a little bit of dignity that doesn't come from the $5 blow dryer that is already at the halfway house. So the blow dryer, the flat iron, the good soap, the good blanket, gift cards to Macy's to go get your life in order, because until you can feel good about yourself, there's nothing left. And then we have the entrepreneurial program that will grant you we'll have entrepreneurial programs that will grant you small business ownership. And then you can get to wellness. And then there's programming for wellness, yoga, therapy, et cetera. I can't wait to talk to my boy, Shell Best, in the back with the therapy. But I also learned that you can't get to personal wellness until you've got your money together. I can't afford yoga. I can't afford a therapist. I couldn't afford to get my mind right, because my mind was only focused on how am I going to feed myself, how I'm going to feed my daughter, et cetera, et cetera. And so that's really why I'm here, is how are we feeding ourselves? How are we feeding our children? I encourage everybody to go to work and collect some money, but I learned quickly that it's just not enough. It's just enough. I think I just seen something that $100,000 annual income does not afford you a 2-bedroom apartment anywhere.
You remember when $100,000 was a lot of money?
Let's talk about it.
I mean, how many people here make $100,000 a year?
I know a couple.
How many?
1, 2. Raise your hand. No, come
1,
on, raise
2,
your hand.
3. 3 out of 20? How many people here make $200,000 a year? 300,000.
They got 4 kids.
I mean, but I'm saying is, the more money you see, the number goes down. You know what I'm saying? And so
We got to get to the point is we got to get to it. One last question.
I just wanted to make a point, because you actually answered my question when you talked about answering the question about, like, knowing what game you're playing. First of all, you said that a lot. And I don't think our people really understand what game you're talking about all the time when you're talking about, because there's a game that they sold us, and there's a game that they didn't tell us, right? And so there was a common theme in what you were talking about. Know the game you're playing, know the rules to the game, invest in yourself. And the third thing that I think was very, very important was you mentioned equity, right? And through every one of your businesses, you didn't just go find a place to rent. You bought the spot.
some I did and some I rented, but yes.
And that makes
Yeah.
a difference.
That does make a difference. And let me put it to you like this, man. There's arms to an octopus. I'm an octopus. I have 8 arms. I'm reaching and I'm strangling everything in the way, and I like to eat. So therefore, I'm a monster. They call me a monster for the simple fact that I spit your ass out.
I'm working on that.
You know what I mean? You got to become a monster.
You do. I'm
Talk
an
to-
aspiring monster.
Talk to Bill Gates. Talk to these different people. You know, look at their Instagram. If you can't focus, look at their YouTubes. Look at the successful people. They monsters.
I'm an aspiring monster.
Well, you a monster, all right.
Let's
Shit,
do it.
I
I'm
know
coming
that for
forward.
a
Not
fact.
taking no L's this
You
year.
a vampire.
I kind of am.
That's a monster.
Facts.
She told me the other day, I got some game from her the other day. She was like, nigga, when you sleep, because she knows I go to bed at 9 o'clock. When you sleep, nigga, I'm eating. And I was like, I'm a pussy. I want to eat. I want to eat with you. Because I remember when I used to eat like that. As you get older, you gotta lay
You
your
gotta
bitch
go to
ass
bed.
down, nigga. My feet swell up at 10, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, nigga.
You gotta,
You know
but
what I mean?
I'm gonna
You
tell you,
gotta-
we can close with this one because this piece of game carried me right here that I got from Brody a couple weeks ago that ended me somewhere I didn't even know I was going. But because I am on the grind, and the grind is stressful, and there's nothing exciting about it, and I look like a little boy 9 times out of the week. I go outside looking like a little homeless boy. Because I'm on, you don't see me like that because nobody sees me. You believe me, I'm a little boy in the house. See?
Hey, she came in here yesterday with white feet.
The point that I was trying to make is Brody said, "What do you do for fun?" I said, "I don't do nothing for fun. I'm on the grind. There's nothing fun about this. I'm not having any fun." And he said, "You can't just be on the grind all day angry. Like you just grinding angry. You just mad about it." And I'm angry as hell. And so I signed up for a salsa class. And I went into that salsa class for $19 and I had the time of my life. So find you some fun too. Right? It cannot just be the grind. So we're learning from each other. I found a little bit of happiness, and you're gonna have to wake up and get to it.
And this last thing I'm gonna say.
We got 1,000 last things. This is gonna be forever.
So what? God damn it, we own the space. Ain't nobody trying to go home, nigga. Hey man, let me tell you something. They giving y'all the game. Understand it. They giving you the game. These white folks ain't that stupid. They giving you the game. Play the game.
Play the game.
Stop trying to be the motherfucking monkey. And you got to listen to what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Play the game, man. Mm-hmm. You don't see baseball niggas playing professional basketball.
Except when Michael Jordan did it that one
That nigga
time.
was weak as fuck in baseball. We know he was weak as fuck. That's why he bought the team. The nigga was like, I'm about the team, and I'm about the team. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm telling you is, play the goddamn game to the highest level. And
Facts.
black men, if you want competition, look at your woman. Love your woman, nurture your woman, and she'll nurture you like she's always been doing. Stop arguing with yourself. And to those niggas that ain't got a woman, get one, nigga. Because you need one. And to those who don't like women, nigga, get somebody. Because it's better with two. It's more enjoyable with two. I could have did this by myself.
Facts.
It's better with two. Once I found my podcast partner, I fell in love.
What he don't know is he didn't find his podcast partner. I've been looking for a podcast partner.
She didn't tell me that.
He thought he found a podcast partner. He said, activate the space. I said, great, podcast. Figured it out.
I was like, cool. Look,
Yeah.
thank you for coming to Elevated
Yes.
Conversations.
Elevated
We appreciate
Conversations.
y'all. Give y'all a round of applause. We can follow this young lady. What's your Instagram?
Call the Weed Lady. Call the Weed Lady. Follow us on Instagram, Elevated Conversations, OAK. Because where are we at for real? In the town, Oakland.
Oakland.
And where can we find you?
Marketing Kings.
Tyranny Allen Art Gallery.
I got hella shit.
Hit the subscribe button. Elevated Conversations, OAK.
Y'all go come next. Wait, hold on for a minute. We doing this. When is our next day?
Every other Thursday.
We're doing this twice a month.
Y'all got text messages
Come
from
next
me. Y'all
week.
get
Come
it
next
again.
2 weeks. Bring somebody that hasn't been here. That's your homework. Because we're gonna expand. And let me tell you something. If we get more people, motherfucker, I got another property across the street we can put 100 people at. So I want you to come back because it ain't gonna be the same information. We gonna dig deep.
I can't wait to do the real estate conversation.
We gonna dig deep.
We're going to do a food
And we
trailer
gonna get
conversation.
this money, man, because the money is there.
You just got to grab it.
We gonna go get it, and we gonna elevate the conversation, and we gonna put it on a podcast, and we gonna win together. Thank y'all for coming.